Okay, so thank you guys for coming to my channel. Thank you for coming and taking a time to understand what this channel is all about and what this video is all about. Quickly, in 10 seconds, giving a summary of what this channel and what this video would all be about is we kind of go through every day to news happening in our city, in our state, in our country, in the world, right? And while I watch news, I don't regularly watch news on the TV, but I do listen to a lot of startup news and geopolitical news. So I have views that I always have questions to ask, and I always have my views that I present to my friends. And I felt like, okay, let me just put out my views, which are quite personal. Like, I do not come from, or I do not have associations with any other organization, or I do not have affiliations from with any other person. The views would be totally my personal views, and I hope that you could also give your views. You might agree or might not agree. So let's just get started with it. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Smalin Burgess. I am a Malayali, right? ഞാനൊരു മലയാളിയാണ്. I Many would say that my accent is not quite like a Malayali, but trust me, proud Malayali, and happy Vishu to all my Malayali friends, right? And what a day this could have been. I just got back from playing football. I play football um, once in a while, and I scored a hat trick. Cheers. Great. So I would be going through an application that talks about the news. Okay. The news would be in, I could read in just 30 to 60 seconds. And I would like to give my views on that. You can also give your views on the comment section. I'm not sure if there is a comment section in the live, but I think after it's. I'm new to all this. Okay. Okay. It's very important for us to know what's happening in the world. It's very important for us to kind of envision what's going to happen tomorrow. So I'm sure that there are a lot of you who envision things that might happen in the stock market, and hence your decisions are done in such a way that it would be in alignment with the future of a certain stock, right? So while we listen to news, we could take preemptive measures to safeguard ourselves from a possible disaster going forward in the future, right? So without and beg your pardon, I would be speaking in both English and Hindi. Um, so if you don't like it, please do comment so that I know that which language I have to stick to. Majority would be in English, but for my Hindi friends, जरूर आपके लिए हिंदी में बात करेंगे. Okay, and हमारी हिंदी थोड़ी अच्छी नहीं होगी. साउथ से बिलोंग करते हैं, but ट्राई करेंगे. Okay. Right. The first news that I have come across is, my God, and this is from Bangalore. I currently reside in Bangalore, and the I would tell you the. I mean, I'm not supposed to laugh. I'm not supposed to smile, but this is crazy. I mean, the heading of this news is just like, this is the first news that pops up on my screen, on my phone screen. It says, man slits girlfriend's throat immediately after she cuts a birthday cake in Bengaluru. I mean, what a world we live in. right? So this is exactly what I want you people to know, that why is it that in the year, I mean, I'm not saying that okay, back in 1950s 60s it was a much better world, but the world today has become such a crazy world, राइट? मैं यहाँ पे ज्ञान देने नहीं बैठा हूँ मैं, ठीक है? ज्ञान देने वाले तो बहुत सारे लोग होंगे, but I'm just trying to do my part saying that what on earth are we doing, you know? I mean, who could even do such a thing? It says a man slit his girlfriend's throat immediately after she cut her birthday cake. Imagine, at his place in Bengaluru. The woman was taken to hospital where doctors declare she was brought dead. Prashant said that he killed her because she was chatting with other men. Wow. On her birthday, there would be colleagues, there would be friends that would be wishing her on her birthday, and this guy decides to take a person's life. And I randomly opened the application and I come across this. The dwarf have fought over the issue multiple times in recent times, police said. Well, I my मेरी दो सेंस टिप्पणी ये होगी that I feel that intolerance word is being used a lot in politics, but I feel that we as human beings have become too soft, right? We as human beings have become too um, we get um, triggered by this the silliest of things, right? And it is high time um, we take countermeasures to stop this nonsense, right? I mean, it's appalling to even think about that you would kill your partner on on her birthday just because she's chatting with other men, right? So let us try to, while we as citizens of India and citizens of other countries try to live a better life, we can do a good deed by just helping other people realize that like we don't have to be so hurt by the serious of things. You need to raise your bar of getting triggered by every other silly thing, right? I mean, of course, there has to be a differentiation between what is absolutely wrong and what is absolutely right, and that is subjective. I understand, right? But to go to such extents, it's utterly nonsense. I condemn this act, and I hope through this people get to know that we have no right whatsoever to to take someone else's life, right? So that's first. Second, um, the second, these are very pitiful news. I don't even want to talk about it. Well, okay. So I'm using this application called InShots. Now, some of the news are just like just news. I mean, I don't really have to talk about it. Okay, this one is good. 33-year-old breaks Guinness World Record for the most push-ups in an hour. It says that Lucas, age 23 from Australia, broke the world record for most push-ups in an hour as he performed 3,206 push ups. My God. The previous record of 3,182 was set by another Australian named Daniel Scally in April 2022. A year after that, Lucas Helmke has uh, crossed the previous record. Uh, Before this, it was 3,182 push ups per hour, and Lucas had made it to 3,206. I mean, I can't even imagine. Uh, I can max go for 20, 25 push ups. I mean, I don't go to the gym that often, but I mean, I don't know even I've gone to the gym. I've been a regular going to cult. So yeah, my core is pretty strong, but I can do plank. I can do plank for 3 minutes. I've done that. I've done 3 minutes. If I'm pushed, if there is a competition, I can go above 3 minutes. Not sure. I have not tested what I could do, but yeah, I can do 1.5, 2 easily. Three can be. I did three when uh, I had a competition, friendly competition with another friend. I did three. He stopped at 2.5. I went till three. And let's say if there's someone who can give me a competition with stretch beyond three, then I might as well take it or like test my strength and probably go 3.5. That's it. Now, the next one is bands. Okay, so what I've understood is the news in shorts are pretty trivial because they have to give news, right? But if I have to choose the key news that's happening today, I would just go to Google and I would just see the top news that are happening. Now, um, we know about Amritpal, right? We know about mm, the concern on the tiger population. We know that Karnataka Assembly, elections are going to happen very soon. We know that Atiq Ahmed is in the story. We know that climate change is a big topic for every other leader in the world. We know that Rahul Gandhi has been, you know, stripped off his MPship, right? And I think he had to vacate his bungalow as well, right? And that's just on the domestic side. On the international side, there's a lot happening in the world. I mean, we'll talk about that later on, specific video to each. But let's just talk about um, while I talk about these issues, I do not want to get into any kind of controversy. I uh, I would definitely I would try to be as mm, you know मुझे पता है कि there are certain topics that can, if you're not very politically correct, it can go off target and you might have to face the flack for that. But I will try my best to um, be as respectful as possible. Okay. Now, one of the topics that I want to talk about is coronavirus. Okay. I know nobody is talking about it as of now, but I have a kind of intuition that coronavirus is going to come back, and I'm not sure how big is it. It's going to haunt us, but the cases of coronavirus have been increasing, and I think right now, As we speak, there have been around 10,753 new cases in India in the last 24 hours. It has reached 10,000 cases in the last 24 hours. And obviously, this is not Omicron, this is not Delta. It's a new strain altogether. Um, the active infections have risen to a total of 53,720, according to the Union Health Ministry of India. Right, and this isn't that um, fatal as Delta was, but it is being said, and I really don't quite understand that every time Corona comes, Kerala is always on the list, right? So while it says that the toll has climbed to, okay, so it says that India recorded 10,753 fresh COVID-19 cases, taking the number of active infections to 3,720, according to Union Health Ministry data updated on Saturday. The toll has climbed to 5,31,091, with 27 deaths recorded in the last 24 hours. The figure also includes 6 deaths reconciled by Kerala. लाइक ये तो मुझे समझ नहीं आता, मतलब हर बार कोविड की जो बात आती है, या फिर कोई भी वायरस का नाम ले लो, निपा वायरस हो गया, कोविड वायरस हो गया, सारे के सारे वायरस मतलब घूम फिर के केरला में आके लाइक दे स्टार्ट देयर जर्नी वहाँ से शुरू करते हैं लोग। मतलब ये है कि केरला वाले हर जगह हैं इंडिया, मतलब इंडिया के बाहर। बट सो इज़ द केस विद गुजरातीज़, सो इज़ द केस विद पंजाबीज़, सो इज़ द केस विद बंगालीज़ हू लव टू ट्रैवल हियर एंड देयर, राइट? तो ये मतलब it is a little surprising every time, and I think in the past 2020-21 में there was huge hue and cry over like why is Kerala not doing its best efforts to contain COVID deaths and so on, right? So I think we need to take cognitive measures of what needs to be done. Um, I really don't know that um, Achanak say where does this entire COVID thing sprung up from? But I feel like mm, I am glad that after COVID we have started to take our health seriously. हम ये देख लेते हैं कि हाँ ठीक है, इसमें आयुर्वेदिक इंग्रेडिएंट्स है कि नहीं, इसमें जिंजर, गार्लिक ये सब है कि नहीं। सडनली हम इतने ज़्यादा हेल्थ कॉन्शियस हो चुके हैं, राइट? इससे पहले हम कभी वॉक पे नहीं जाते थे। अब मतलब अब देखते हैं कि यार वज़न बढ़ गया है, लेट्स गो फॉर अ वॉक, लेट्स स्टार्ट लेट्स स्टार्ट प्लेइंग badminton or lawn tennis or table tennis whatsoever. So that way, I feel that um, we have come a long way in terms of improving or addressing the major health concerns that people might have, right? So while today, I mean, ये हम ज़रूर कह सकते हैं कि हाँ ठीक है, कोविड वायरस चाइना से आया है या थ्रू बैट और थ्रू whatever form it might have come. But then, have we come to a stage where we just have to live with it? Have we come to a stage where our immunity has to be so strong that no matter what variant comes, we need to have the willpower and we need to have the strength to, stand against it? I um, I give my heart out to all those families who have lost their loved and dear ones uh, in the year 2020 and 21, and many of the months in 2022 as well. Those were heartbreaking moments where in 2020 and 21, um, many of I could even see that on in the news through the news that many of the people were not even able to get to the hospitals, right? And many of the parents couldn't meet with their loved and dear ones because of isolations. So I think COVID has come to a stage where it will always mutate what it was in 2020. Now, I do not think कि ऐसा कुछ virus जब mutate करता है, then I believe it would become stronger. I am not that scientifically sound to give a right answer to that, but this is my this is my perception about अगर कोई वायरस म्यूटेट करता है तो वो जो म्यूटेटेड वर्जन है that should be much stronger than the previous one. However, as we had seen in the past, an Omicron variant isn't that deadlier than its previous, variant. So I think it is safe to say that variants can be stronger than the previous one, but probably it cannot be that deadlier, right? So just have to pray that we keep ourselves safe, we keep ourselves um, healthy, so that we do not end up in a bad situation. And I would suggest all of you folks to focus on improving your health, be as fit as you can. Um, Try to a routine that definitely could help is at least a 30-minute walk and play any sport that you like. If you're not into sports, go for Zumba dance or any kind of activity that would make your body move, and you would be much healthier, right? That's um, that's what I think about COVID right now. Like it's just growing, and I haven't really been hearing any kind of um, news outside of India about COVID. Um, at least COVID news is just restrained to India, so that way um, I feel like okay, we are not at that stage where we are talking about a global crisis in terms of health in its citizens, but for India, the Indian government and the state governments need to take accurate measures to ensure that the citizens of India are safe. And I'm sure the governments are doing their best. Rather than being critics of the government, we have to um, help the government as citizens, and we have to appreciate the work that is done. Obviously, हम हमेशा ये कह सकते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट कुछ नहीं कर रही है, गवर्नमेंट ये नहीं कर रही है, वो नहीं कर रही है। हाँ, ठीक है, हम भी तो बहुत कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, राइट? हम जब दूसरों पे इल्ज़ाम लगाते हैं कि वो ये नहीं कर रहे हैं, वो ये नहीं कर रहे हैं, राइट? तो वी टेंड टू सी ओनली व्हाट इज़ नॉट बीइंग डन। हम ये नहीं देखते हैं कि क्या कर रहे हैं। हम भी अपने पे देखें कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं और हम क्या नहीं कर रहे हैं। और जो हम नहीं कर रहे हैं, वो क्या हम शुरू करने वाले हैं कि नहीं, राइट? सो ये सारे क्वेश्चंस भी इम्पोर्टेंट है एंड दैट्स वेयर आई फील लाइक वी नीड टू बी very much active, and we need to ensure that we go to the mile and live a better life, right? So, cheers to all of you, and may you have a great weekend. It's Saturday, and yeah, happy wish you to all of you, my lovely friends, and take care. Bye bye.